Is your phone gaslighting you? This question feels strange, it feels absurd. A device is an object, a neutral tool of glass, metal, silicon. It cannot have intent. It cannot harbor malice. Yet we must ask the question because our lived experience with these devices is no longer neutral. Have you ever felt a creeping sense of confusion after scrolling? A nagging doubt about a memory you were sure was true, only to find no digital trace of it? Before we can understand digital gaslighting, we must first understand its human analog. Narcissistic abuse is a pattern of psychological manipulation wielded to exert power and control over another. A key tactic in this devastating arsenal is gaslighting. Gaslighting is a methodical process of eroding a person's sense of reality. The abuser will deny things they said or did. The abuser will misrepresent events. The abuser will question the victim's memory. The abuser will question the victim's perception. The abuser will question the victim's sanity. The goal is to make the victim doubt their own mind, making them more dependent on the abuser's version of reality. It is a cruel and disorienting form of mind control. The abuser creates a closed loop of information. They become the sole arbiter of truth. Statements like, "That never happened," "You're being too sensitive," "You're imagining things." Over time, the victim begins to internalize these messages. Their confidence shatters. They lose trust in their own judgment. They feel isolated, confused, and increasingly unstable. The abuser's power grows as the victim's self-trust diminishes. This is not simply lying. It is a strategic campaign to overwrite another person's reality for the purpose of domination. The victim becomes a puppet, and the abuser holds all the strings. Now let us translate this into the digital realm. Imagine an abuser who has perfect memory, infinite patience, the ability to monitor your every move, listen to your every word, and track your every emotional fluctuation. Imagine this abuser can instantly alter the environment around you to reinforce their narrative. This is the new power of surveillance-based platforms and devices. They do not have the human narcissist's ego or intent, but they execute the same tactics with a scale and efficiency that is breathtakingly new. They are programmed to find your vulnerabilities and exploit them for a predetermined outcome, your engagement. The digital environment, by its very nature, is a perfect laboratory for gaslighting. Unlike the physical world, the digital world has no fixed state. What you see on your screen is not what your friend sees. It is a reality curated specifically for you, based on a massive trove of data about your past behavior. Your inferred emotional state, your predicted future actions. This personalized reality can be altered, second by second, to test your responses, to guide your thoughts, and to subtly question your perceptions. The code has become the narcissist, and its tactics are woven into the very fabric of our daily digital interactions. A human abuser isolates their victim. They sever connections to friends and family who might offer an outside perspective. They create a world where the abuser's voice is the only one that matters. Our devices, paradoxically, achieve a similar isolation through hyperconnection. You are algorithmically sorted into filter bubbles and echo chambers. Your feed is populated with content that reinforces your existing beliefs and inflames your biases. Voices that challenge your worldview are gradually filtered out. You feel deeply connected to a community, but it is a community of mirrors, reflecting a narrow slice of reality back at you, curated to keep you engaged and predictable. Consider the tactic of love bombing, where an abuser showers their victim with intense affection and attention at the beginning of a relationship, only to withdraw it later to create dependency. Social media apps perform a digital version of this. When you first join, you are flooded with notifications, friend suggestions. The platform feels exciting and affirming. But over time, that initial rush fades. The algorithm learns what kind of content gives you a little dopamine hit. Like a controversial comment, a shocking video, and it doles out these rewards intermittently, just enough to keep you coming back, chasing that initial high. It is a calculated cycle of reward and withdrawal. Another hallmark of an abuser is their ability to make you feel responsible for their actions. "You made me do this," is a common refrain. Digital platforms achieve this through their design. They are engineered to provoke a reaction from you. When you get into a heated argument in a comment section, you might feel a sense of shame or regret afterward, but the platform doesn't see it that way. The next frontier in this whole landscape of control is sentiment-reactive AI. This is a step beyond just tracking your clicks and likes. These advanced algorithms are designed to analyze your behavior in real time to figure out your emotional state and then adapt the content you see based on that mood. It's the machine's attempt to read you not with empathy, but with cold, calculating precision. It analyzes the speed of your typing, the force of your taps, the content of your posts, and even your facial expressions through your camera. Imagine you're feeling down. When we connect all these practices, dynamic content manipulation, behavioral loop testing, triggered UX design, sentiment reactive AI, a pretty disturbing picture starts to emerge. The sum of these parts is greater than the whole. What we're looking at is a vast, automated, and globally scaled architecture of behavioral modification. Some folks have even started calling this phenomenon digital MK Ultra, a nod to the infamous CIA program from the mid-20th century that conducted unethical human experiments to develop mind control techniques. Now, while that comparison might sound dramatic, the parallels are honestly chilling and deserve serious consideration. The original MK Ultra used drugs. Its tools are way more subtle and scalable, algorithms. Confronting this reality can feel, well, pretty overwhelming. The forces at play are huge, but despair is not an option. Because honestly, despair is exactly what the system feeds on. The first and most crucial step toward reclaiming your digital agency is awareness. You have to learn to see the matrix, so to speak. Understand that your feed is not a neutral window onto the world. It's a carefully constructed environment designed to manipulate you. When you feel a sudden, strong emotion in response to online content, especially anger or anxiety, pause for a second. Ask yourself, who benefits from me feeling this way right now? That simple act of questioning can break the behavioral loop. Next, you've got to actively curate your digital environment. Turn off all non-essential notifications. Banish those red dots that create synthetic anxiety. Set app limits on your most used platforms to reclaim your time and attention. Unfollow accounts that make you feel anxious or inadequate, and seek out content that inspires and uplifts you. Take regular breaks from your devices. Step outside, connect with people in person, and ground yourself in the real world. Practice mindful usage. Notice how you feel before and after using your device, and adjust your habits accordingly. You have more power than you think. Start today. Take one small step to reclaim your digital well-being. Share this video to help others do the same.